get down to business to write your EE. Did they send me AP when I asked for IB? You're the saddest bunch I ever met, but you can bet before we're through, Mister, I'll make IB out of you. Pick whatever topic interests you within. Once you write your abstract, you are sure to win. You're a tired, pale, pathetic lot, and you haven't got a clue. Somehow I'll make IB out of you.
I'm never gonna get my notes. Take my notes and do me. Boys I fool in school for doing IB.
Miss O's got us scared to death.
Hope she doesn't see my ideas. Now I wish that I had done AP.
Do IB. You must be quick when you're doing homework.
Do IB.
With all the BS of TOK.
Do IB.
With all the strength of your backpack straps. Mysterious as the graders of your essay. Time is racing towards us till the tests arrive. Go meet with your mentor and you might survive. You're unsuited for the rage of war, so pack up, go home, you're through. How could I make IB out of you?
Do IB.
You must be quick when you're doing homework.
Do IB.
With all the BS of TOK.
Do IB.
With all the strength of your backpack straps. Mysterious as the graders of your essay.
Do IB.
You must be quick when you're doing homework.
Do IB.
With all the BS of TOK.
Do IB.
With all the strength of your backpack straps. Mysterious as the graders of your essay.
I'm really frustrated with IB and I'm just tired and I really just need a break.
Come on, Maddie, let's go.
Why we chose IB, no one knows. Sign up, never asking why. You know I fell under its spell, a program no one could deny. Don't you ever say I won't procrastinate, I will always hate you. I can't live a lie, IB makes me wanna cry, I will always hate you. I came in with 4,000 words, I never knew that school could hurt. All I ever wanted was to learn, all you ever did was stress me. Yeah, you stress me. I never guessed I would be such a mess, and now it's too late to quit. 'Cause TOK is not okay, and now we're too far into it. Don't you ever say that I won't be late, but I'll always show up. Even though it's awful. 7 should not be lawful. I will always show up. I came in live, I'm half asleep. Never get enough rest to keep my eye open while Dr. Bell speaks. All you ever did was train me. I came in with all IBS. Yeah, I don't think that I'll get a 6. Hopefully it is enough to pass. All I ever did was BS. Yeah, we just BS. I never meant to start IB. I just wanted to look good for college. And instead of BSing, I guess I should have been legit. I never meant to start a war. Just wanted to look at all the ships. This all better be worth it. Don't you ever say IB is okay. I will always hate you. 'Cause no one understands the feels. The struggle every day is real. Doing homework even during meals. All I ever do is homework. I hope I get the diploma, or else I have to cry to my mama. When I've done all this for nothing. All I ever did was IB. Don't you do IB, or you'll end up like me.
You know, Maddie, it's been a long 4 years.
I know, especially the last 2 years doing IB and stuff.
It feels like just yesterday we started senior year.
I know. Now we're all done and only have a couple months till graduation. And you know what, Michael?
What?
All these books you read for English. You know the one thing that really stays with you the most? The story of IB.
Here within these walls are a program that I can't explain. Got senioritis, but still got homework for days. I feel the way my backpack puts an aching and a breaking in my bones. Seems to me that when I die, IB will be written on my stone. And I'll be up tonight. The books around my feet are open wide. The way that I think, and I might just quit IB. The story of IB, I go home, stay up all night to do homework in time. It's frozen. The story of IB, wish I had hope. It's been 2 years, don't know how to cope, can't see. The story of IB. Written on these walls are the subjects that I can't change. Don't know how to paint, but I still took art anyway. I know that in the summer I might get my diploma in July. Although I am broken, it might be still worth it in time. And I'll be up tonight. The books around my feet are open wide. The way that I think, and I might just quit IB. The story of IB, I go home, stay up all night to do homework in time. It's frozen. The story of IB, wish I had hope. It's been 2 years, don't know how to cope, can't see. The story of IB. And I've been waiting for this diploma to come around. But baby, running after it is like chasing the clouds. The story of IB, I go home, stay up all night to do homework in time. It's frozen. The story of IB, wish I had hope. It's been 2 years, don't know how to cope, can't see. The story of IB. The story of IB. The story of IB. The story of IB.
Hello, this is our CAS project reflection. I am Madison Jones.
And I'm Michael Brown.
And we're here to talk about our last 2 years for CAS. So Michael, now that you're done, it's March, we're finished up with everything. Looking back, what do you think your biggest success was for CAS?
I have to say Project Unify. It was definitely a new experience. I got to interact with special needs children, and I learned that, a lot of people group special ed kids together, but it's just, they're all unique and different. They're all people too. It's important to remember that. And I definitely had to be open-minded with, because I went in with some expectations. I was just totally blown away by the kids, and it was just like, definitely an experience that I wouldn't trade for anything. What about you, Maddie?
I definitely have to say the pet band. So I started the Quaker Pet Band last year. It was the first year, second year, and before that we hadn't had one. And I took it and I involved 7th and 8th graders in it, which was new. And last year we only had a couple people, but coming back this year we had a lot more people, and it continues to grow, which is really cool to see. And Gabby Kindig and Elizabeth Rich, who are freshmen, are planning on continuing it next year for their CAS project. And I had to be very, very well balanced and really courageous, because I had really organized, but I had to go about organizing other people and contacting people and getting it so we could go to different games and stuff like that. But it was really cool to actually, that was probably out of all the things that I did for the CAS project, it was the one that I actually started something new, not just did something that was already established. It was me making my own little baby, making my own little project that's going to continue on. So that was probably the largest success, just to have the satisfaction of saying I started something at Eastern High School. But so what do you think your biggest, I don't want to say failure, but your biggest growing experience was?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'd have to say the school newspaper, the Revere. It's definitely a struggle getting a newspaper off the ground. Me and a few other students started it up, and it was just slow going. We had a decent amount of people to start out with, but it was some organization issues, and I definitely learned the importance of communication and being a leader, because my editors had made disagreements, and then with one of them leaving, unfortunately it's a failure. I personally see myself, I messed up there, but you learn to get through the hard times, and you have to keep pushing. And that's the thing, we're publishing our first paper actually this week, and yeah, we finished, and we're definitely proud of it. The few of us that are left, but we held it. And the important thing is that you have to keep trying. You can't just stop because things aren't looking good. You have to fight for those good times. And starting something, anything, is just not going to be easy. It's going to have its rough patches. What about you? I
think as far as a growing experience goes, would have to be swimming and being captain of the swim team. So for our high school, all three high school, Sexton, Everett, and Eastern, they're combined into one swim team. And the first year of this combination was my freshman year, so I was the first 4-year class. and I've been a captain since sophomore year, so I've had a lot invested in this for the last 3 years. But going into junior year and going into CAS, viewing it from a CAS perspective, I kind of peaked at the end of my sophomore year, and then I had like not a very good junior season, and a little bit better of a senior season, but still definitely not where I thought I was going to be at the end of sophomore year. And so at the end of junior year, I had to reflect a lot on how I viewed swimming. I'd been swimming year round since I was in 8th grade. I've been swimming competitively since I was in 6th grade. So I had a lot of goals, and I had to kind of reflect on that and view where I was at and think, you know, I went back with my coach and thought about what goals can I still attain, what can I still achieve. They're not where I wanted to be at one time, but I'd like figure out smaller goals that were still good so I could still be satisfied. And definitely as a captain, something that I changed this past season was not looking toward myself, not looking at what can I do personally, but looking more as like a team. What can we as a team achieve? And we did achieve. We won 2 meets, which is the best we've ever done, and we got 4th place instead of second to last place or last place, which was really cool. And then me personally got top 8, and then 2 of our relays we got 2 medals, so that was pretty cool. And then also with that new mindset, looking toward the future, I'm really helping with like recruiting, even though it doesn't directly affect me, kind of leaving a legacy, a Lansing legacy, if you will, on the swim team past after I'm gone. So I had to be like really reflective and trying to change my mindset. But for me, I think it was a failure just because I didn't achieve personally what I wanted to reach, my personal goals. But it definitely was a growing experience as a leader, like trying to be more selfless as a leader. That's definitely it.
Yeah, I definitely had a similar experience with football. I wasn't necessarily in a leadership position, but it was a new growing experience, especially because like I was in sophomore year. It was something like I did before I started IB, and I had never played football before. A lot of those kids have been playing football for a long time, and I had to learn plays. I had no idea. But you know, you progressively get better and you work towards it, and your main goal was, you know, you're hoping your team does better. And although we only won 1 game junior year, it was a great game. I remember on our way home we all sung One Direction in the bus.
And it was homecoming.
Yeah,
so that was a good time for school. Perfect. That was awesome.
But like, it's definitely it's good to be part of a team.
Yeah. All right. So I have one last question for you. So, what is like the most surprising? I need to be a better communicator. What is the most surprising experience you've had for CAS that you might normally not have had if it wasn't for this experience of IB?
I'd say definitely drama club. I mean, I like to sing, I like to dance, you know, but like not necessarily on stage. And I definitely had to get out of my comfort zone a little bit. Work with a partner. Maggie Hingley had her as my dance partner.
Awesome.
Yeah, definitely don't have to worry about your partner. You have to worry about yourself. And this Baby It's Cold Outside, it's the song we sung, and in front of a whole bunch of people around Christmas time. It was just new to me. I'd never done anything like it before, and it's pretty thrilling, you know, just being out there in front of people, and you know, it's like adrenaline pumping. It's something I probably never would have done if it hadn't been for CAS. What about you, Matt?
Same for me. Just being involved in the school musical. All my interests and extracurriculars in high school were kind of the extension of middle school, except for the musical. And I did it starting junior year, which is kind of unusual. A lot of people don't get involved in stuff like that late in the game. And I knew all the people involved with it. And I like to sing. I really like to dance. I like to act, kind of. I like to have fun. I like to be on stage. I like to be, you know, making like a spectacle of myself a lot.
Yeah.
But I'd never done it on like an official organized setting. So that was definitely a large step outside of my like norm of what I normally do. And a lot of people were surprised. Like I showed up, I said I was going to do it. They thought I was joking. I showed up on audition day. They thought I was joking. I had a part. They thought I was joking. I took a bow. Like, I was serious. So it was definitely a step outside of my comfort zone. But it was one that paid off because I did it last year. I loved it. I did it this year. Loved it. And I don't plan on doing anything in the theater industry at all. But in college, if there's an opportunity for me to be involved in a musical and a play or something like that, I definitely would jump on it. It was a great experience. It's something that I might not have done, except that I was thinking, how can I get more CAS hours? That would be kind of a cool experience. So, yeah. So, you good? You reflective?
Well, any last thoughts on all of it? You know, you're done, finished?
Probably just, I looking back at CAS, it's amazing how much we've accomplished and how much we've done without it feeling like a burden. You know, how much hours you just generate doing things you love and are passionate about and want to keep doing. And as always with IB, it's always great to see things come to a culmination and see how everything is worth it, and that you're doing these things and you're going toward a greater goal, and to see like little things you can check off your checklist, and it feels really, really good.
Yeah, it just kind of comes natural. I mean, you have this huge 150-hour project. You're just like, oh my god, how am I ever do 150 hours? But it comes naturally because you just want to get out there.
You get more hours so easily. So, all right. So that it?
Yeah, I think so.
So, this is Madison Jones.
This is Michael Brown
Signing off with our CAS project. Woo!
I've been trying to do it right. I've been living the IB life. Late at night, don't go to bed. Doing homework here instead. Homework here instead.
Crown push it. Okay, go ahead.
As my brain begins to ache from the classes that I take, I don't know why I chose this, because when it comes to bliss, it's the antithesis. I am in IB, and so I will be a lump of misery. I am in IB, and so I will be a sad mess. IB's not for everyone, only those who don't like fun. Took a bus to school today, doing homework all the way, doing TOK. It was due yesterday. I am in IB, and so I will be a procrastinator. I am in IB, and so I will be so tired all the time. A break, we need it now. Let's hope for one. The ones we have just don't count. During those 2 weeks, I did my IOP and I'm stressed out. Cause I am an IB, someday I will be an IB.
Let me take a selfie.